Hello guys, and welcome to Dragon Ball Z Question of the Week. And I believe this is episode 6, I think. Anyway, to get straight into it, the question I asked last week was, what Majin Buu absorption would you have most liked to see? And I really liked some of the answers I got this week. So I picked two answers this week that I liked. The first one is from XX Raven Attack XX, and it says, if I were talking about an answer that would make sense, then Vegeta, because it would look sweet, but if we're talking about an answer that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, then Janemba, because imagine how sick and powerful it would be. So those are both really good answers, I think. They did say that Janemba would be their pick if they had to pick one though, so let's just go with Janemba for now. I think Janemba could make sense technically. If I were to put that into a logical place, I would say it could happen if when Majin Vegeta killed himself and blew himself up, if that would have killed Buu and sent him to hell, where Janemba had just been born, and then Buu absorbed Janemba and then somehow used the dimension altering abilities of Janemba to come back to Earth. So yeah, you'd have Majin Buu with Janemba absorbed back on Earth after Vegeta blew himself up. That would be so strong, and I don't think they could have even beaten him, to be honest. Vegeta against that would have been a good fight though, but he might have had to go like Super Saiyan 3 or something to beat him. But Vegeta's a good answer too, because I mean everybody likes Vegeta really. When Goku and Vegeta were fighting Super Buu after he absorbed Gohan, if they wouldn't have fused with the earrings, then Buu could have absorbed Vegeta and then Goku would have been fucked pretty much. Unless he somehow spirit bombed Buu and killed everybody inside the Buu. But yeah, so that's a good answer, I like that answer. And the Janemba one, I think you can make sense of it, but you don't have to really. I mean, it's that cool. I mean, yeah, that would be badass. So thank you for that answer. And my favourite answer this week is from Clixie Akubra. Sorry if I didn't say that right. The apostrophes confused me. You better tell me in the comments if I pronounced that right. And sorry if I didn't. But anyway, you said Dabura would have certainly improved the intimidation factor, along with giving him a host of magic tricks to spice things up from the usual ki blasts. It'd be cool if Dabura could control Buu from the inside due to being the Demon King as well. Now when I asked the question last week, I didn't really have an answer in mind. And I'll just say now, this is one I hadn't thought of at all. But when I seen your comment saying Dabura, I just thought about it and I was thinking, they should have actually done that. Now I can think of two ways where they could have done this. Majin Buu turned Dabura into a cookie, I think, and ate him. But Buu could have absorbed him. Buu could have absorbed him then, and that would have been a good way to keep Dabura around, really, because he didn't really get to do much, but he was a really cool character. He had a lot of special abilities, like his sword was cool, that was probably my favourite part. And he was quite powerful as well, really. I mean, he was probably about perfect cell power, so about a Super Saiyan 2 power. So he could have absorbed him when he ate him, but that would have been quite early, really, for an absorption to take place. If I had to think of a second time it could have happened, maybe if Dabura survived against Buu and escaped for a little bit, and maybe came back a bit later, say around the time that Super Buu was around and he was about to absorb other people, that would have been quite cool. But this is definitely my favourite answer because Dabura is a really good pick, and like you even said, Dabura might have actually even been able to have a bit of control over Buu, which have made him a better fighter probably, because Buu wasn't the smartest fighter really. I mean, if he didn't have his absorption, he wouldn't be very good at all really. you could just imagine, say, Super Boo absorbed the Borer, and he had the Borer's cape on, and he had his sword. Imagine how badass that would have been to see. So anyway, that's my favourite answer. To give my answer, like I said before, I didn't actually think about what answer I'll give when I gave a question. I just thought it was a good question. But I'm really not sure, to be honest. Off the top of my head, I don't really want to copy any of the answers. The Borer is a good answer, but if I wouldn't have seen you say that, I wouldn't have said it myself, so I won't give that. I would probably say Vegito, to be honest. I mean, it came so close to happening, and that would have been so cool to see, because Vegito is technically the strongest character in DBZ. If we're not counting Dragon Ball Super or GT or any of the movies like Resurrection F or Battle of Gods, then Vegito is the strongest character. So to have a Super Boo with Vegito absorbed would have been pretty OP, but definitely really cool to see. Other than that, I'd probably say Vegeta, because that could have actually gone somewhere. I feel like if Vegeta was properly absorbed, then who would have been left on Earth? There was probably, off the top of my head, the only people that would have been left would have been Kibito Kai, Hercule, Tien maybe, I think he was still alive, Dende, fucking, yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, not much would have happened with them putting up a fight, to be honest, especially with fucking Super Boo Vegito absorbed. So yeah, that's the answer that I would have given. Or that's the answer that I have given. So the question I'm going to give out now is, will we ever see Tarble again? And in case you don't know who Tarble is, he is Vegeta's younger brother, and he was in, well, he made one appearance in the special Yo Son Goku and His Friend Return, I think it was called, where we find out that Vegeta had a younger brother all this time and didn't even mention him, and he didn't die on Planet Namek, no, sorry, Planet Vegeta, when they got blown up. He was out doing shit somewhere in space, and he's got a wife, and he came to Earth to find Vegeta because two of Frieza's soldiers, which were like twins, were chasing Tarble or something, and he was too weak to kill them, because Tarble is quite weak really, he's not a Super Saiyan or anything. So yeah, he needed the help of Vegeta and Co to defeat the Frieza soldiers, which were really weak actually. I think Goten and Trunks as Super Saiyans were able to beat both of them on their own. Up until the two twins fused together into this giant thing, alien thing. And then in the end, Goku one-shotted him. And that's that. So, I'm asking, will we ever see Tarble again? Because, technically, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but he is canon, and he has been mentioned in Battle of Gods, the movie, and maybe Dragon Ball Super Battle of Gods arc in that, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he was mentioned in Battle of Gods when they were doing the Super Saiyan God ritual, and someone, I think it was Bulma, said because they needed more Saiyans because they didn't know about Pan, well, Videl being pregnant with Pan yet, Bulma mentioned that they could get Tarble to come to Earth to do the ritual with them because he's a Saiyan, he's a full-blooded Saiyan. So yeah, that is one way he could have came back, and I would have actually liked that more, because Tarble's alright. I mean, he's not the best fighter, but I mean, he's Vegeta's brother, he's got to be kind of cool, hasn't he? So yeah, will we ever see him again? And by this I mean, will we ever see him in a movie or in Dragon Ball Super or anything like that? Because he'll probably show up in a game again sometime. I know he was in Raging Blast 2, and I'm not sure what else. He's probably in Dragon Ball Heroes, because everybody is in that game. But yeah, I'm asking, will we ever see him in like a movie or something again, or in Dragon Ball Super? I mean, it is likely that he'll show up again, in case there's any other sort of Super Saiyan God type ritual where they need more Saiyans. So yeah, do you think we'll ever see him again? When? How? Will he be of any use when he shows up again? Because he wasn't last time. So yeah, tell me what you think with that question. Now I know I said I'd do this every week, and I know it is called Question of the Week, but I feel like if I keep this up every week, then I'm either going to run out of questions, or you're not going to really care about giving me questions, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, doing this every week could get boring, is what I'm trying to say. So, I won't be putting up a video next week. I'm not sure when I will be putting up the next video, which I will answer will we see Tarble again question and give out another question after that. I'm not sure when I'll be doing that. I might do it every 2 weeks or every month. I haven't decided, but whenever you see my next video, I'll probably explain more about what's going on with that. But I don't think I'll keep it every week, to be honest. Tell me how often you'd like to see this in the comments, because if a lot of you want it every week, then I'll try my best to keep it every week. But at the moment, I just feel like it could be a little bit too much for you all seeing this every week, and it could get boring. If I'm making a video or a series of videos that's boring for you and you don't want to watch them, then what's the point of me making them? So yeah, it's up to you really. Tell me what you think. Leave your answers to the question though, because I will be answering them in the next video that I'm doing this, and I'll give out another question again, but I don't know when that will be. It'll probably be either 2 weeks or a month. So that's all I've got to say today. Thanks for the answers. Thanks for my favourite answers. Yeah, that's all from me today, and I'll see you next time. I don't know when, but I'll see you again. So take care, see you later, goodbye.